It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterback.
The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
And after 2 consecutive seasons where he played in just 12 games combined, they're hoping that this is a year where Watson finally shows that he is worthy of that massive contract they received back in 2022. Not that long ago, we're talking about him as one of the top quarterbacks in the league. And if he gets back on track, this team can make some serious noise as the year unfolds.
That's going to be caught by Judy. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Oh, I see you nodding along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Taken down at the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Here's Watson. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
A short one there to Freiermuth. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now Wilson. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Hard throw, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover. but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerome Ford, 34 yards. And the Browns put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That's good for the Pittsburgh Steelers. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it at midfield. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play.
Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Now it's Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
They're going for it. This is Harris going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two.
Behind the line of scrimmage. Result of the play is a turnover on down.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This will be caught. Judy. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Watson now to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson on target to David Njoku. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 14-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. From the shotgun, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Here's one deep for Pickens. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Out of the gun, Watson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Watson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. That's big Cameron Hayward adding another sack to his career total. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now Watson. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And he'll just get rid of it. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He gets it complete to Harris. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Browns' 30-yard line.
Here's Wilson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much since.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
Boswell's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So we have come to... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this 3rd quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Now it's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wilson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
To throw is Wilson.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
And he's got his target, Harris.
Down to the 10.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was finished off by a Najee Harris touchdown.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
The tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Again, they turn to Ford. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerome Ford, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. He finds Pickens over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Play action. Now Wilson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So it's a turnover there on the lost fumble. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Review the play.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They go play action now. Wilson. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Van Jefferson, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers are back within a score. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Boswell good with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. The slot man in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough? So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They run with Ford. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerome Ford, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Wilson to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. It's caught. Cooper. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. This is Ford. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Ford. Runs through the contact. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Ford. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
And the good kick pays off as he's only able to get this out past the 10-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Now Wilson. His throw incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. George Pickens, 33 yards. And the Steelers have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Browns first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the run to seal a victory.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Browns.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.